It's recording.
It's recording.
It is recording.
Welcome to Burnt Peanut. Welcome to the Burnt Peanut Rewind.
Ooh. Well, you know a good thing about Burnt Peanut?
What?
He hasn't been demonetized on YouTube.com.
Yeah. I did watch the Super Mega video where they parodied the Burnt Peanut, and it was really funny.
Yeah, I really liked how he went from gamer for God to gamer against God.
Yeah, and I liked there was a joke he made where he was like, I don't know, he made some joke about fucking third world countries or something. Because Burnt Peanut himself, I guess, is I guess he occasionally goes off on like fucking racist tangents or something.
Now,
no, I thought that video was great.
Now, if you did just hear, listeners, we do not have to censor as much as we did previously. According to YouTube censorship guidelines, we only have to censor the first 20 seconds of our podcast.
Which is based more cussing.
Yeah.
This means more cussing overall. We're going to have a higher percentage of cuss words on the show.
Yeah, we get to curse just as much as a person who is very, very angry. I was going to say
angry video game nerd.
I was going to say some sort of ailment, but I felt like saying it in that sentence would have been a little too rude. So I went around it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like Tourette's syndrome.
Yeah, just like the way I was phrasing it, it was going to turn into like a bad joke. And I was like, I better move my words around a little.
I think it would have been funny. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta
Did you see that did you see that in that Super Mega video too, they brought up Mossad? There was like some weird off line about Mossad like halfway through.
I don't know. I might not have caught that, but I know there's a lot of references to Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu and three-letter agencies, and I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Outside of that, I did see that. Also, I'm out of focus. I don't know why my webcam does this, but just because I'm an out of focus meatball, Imp Lemon, the YouTube editor creator of many a documentary, came out with another one yesterday, and it was an hour and a half about Austin Dillon.
Who the fuck is Austin Dillon? Why does he have two first names?
Austin Dillon is the grandson of Richard Childress, I believe. And Richard Childress was a racer. Probably
a racist.
Yes. Probably close to 80 years ago. And, you know, privilege equals you get a spot. So, Austin Dillon, known for failing a lot in the Cup Series, over time, he has also just ruined the playoffs. Single-handedly just ruined them, which I thought was funny to learn about.
What sport is this guy in?
NASCAR. The cars in a circle going left.
Yeah, I know. There's a Jeff Dunham joke about it with Walter.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was Bubba. No, it was definitely Bubba. Anyhow.
Outside of that, today, Nakey Jakey came out with a video about Rockstar table tennis. And it was really good. He referenced.
What if Nakey Jakey?
Yeah.
What if he came on the screen and he was actually naked and he was flapping his little white penis around?
Ooh. Maybe
he was like, "I'm Nakey Jakey," he's flapping it all around.
Maybe that would be like an April Fool's video. It's just him in like nude underwear doing that with a censor bar.
It's his real penis and balls.
No, he just full frontal. He's all there.
Yeah, it looks like a baby's penis.
But
he's flapping it around.
That's all the internet videos I have caught up with in the past week, outside of the end of Fish Tank, which is a live stream instead.
Yeah, I wanted to chop it up about that Fish Tank shit. You know what I'm saying, man? Shit. Oh, God, man. That motherfucking Fish Tank shit, man.
You're just conscious enough with that voice to not say the N-word. I like that.
Yeah, no. It's a struggle not to say the N-word every day, but we're still here. Now, I don't know, what do you think of the finale? You tell me, because I have opinions on it.
Some people were upset that it was a physical contest near the end. But
yeah, well, it was a challenge for the viewers that may not have watched or paid attention. The final challenge came down to a tie between the twins and James Drake. But yeah, it was a physical challenge.
I was going to say that a majority of these were physical. And it was originally planned. They even said they were trying to force Bashir into the final two. And that's why all of it was that way. But I feel like... Jesus. But I feel like... if the twins got eliminated at third in that impromptu amazing battle situation, I don't know if Bashir James Drake being the third place battle would have been as interesting.
Yeah, I do agree. I was watching very, very intently at the Bashir James Drake elimination challenge, which was watermelon head golf.
Yeah, it was really fucking difficult. And our poor Muslim boy, he dropped his watermelon down the stairs.
Yeah, he fumbled the fuck out of that watermelon, bro. Yeah. He fumbled that shit so bad. But that was a pretty good challenge. Like, they were neck and neck for a while. Like, in the beginning, I think James Drake was a...
There is a bit of a freeze here. It looks like...
During the kitchen thing.
No, it's all good. Oh. There you go. No?
I was watching...
Your webcam's behind. Hold on.
Shit.
There you go. There you go. Oh. Yeah.
I don't know where I cut off at.
Well, it was like right at the start too. I don't know what just happened with your connection there. So.
Yeah, this computer's a piece of goddamn shit, and I want to fucking take a chainsaw to it at any given time. You want to hear something crazy, dude? I was like trying to update my resume, so I went and tapped it in on my computer, resume, so that I could like update it and shit.
Yeah.
Make it better. And it sat there trying to load, finding my resume in like the file explorer for like 20 minutes straight. And the little fucking thing was like, it was taunting me. It was like working on it. And it's like, yeah, you're not working very hard, you piece of fucking shit. So go fuck yourself. I hate this computer so bad. But no, it was pretty close, is basically what I was saying between the two of them. Like in the beginning, James Drake was ahead and then Bashir got ahead. But it was the kitchen that ended up fucking our favorite Muzz in the end. But I honestly, I wasn't too torn up by it, I don't think, when Bashir got eliminated, because I thought he had a pretty good run on the show. He's probably my favorite fish of all time at this point, not even gonna lie. No, and I thought he did a really good job.
Yeah, I'm going back to that third place challenge situation because I swear if it was twins there instead, they would have been out there. There's no way around it. Even with two heads clinging against the watermelon, I don't think they would catch up to whoever they would have faced.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
Like they were
James Drake's fucking stare strategy.
yeah.
So OP.
He put the watermelon on the lap and just kind of butt fall down the stairs and up the stairs.
Yeah, he was like crab walking up and down the stairs. I thought it was pretty impressive. I couldn't even be mad, honestly.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that third round battle, but I feel like, I swear, like they were trying to force it so hard to be a Bashir James Drake final. And it just didn't work out that way. And then you see the final challenge, which is a conglomeration of mini challenges, which they also forced to be a tie so they could have the intense final challenge. At least 70% of all that stuff ahead of it was physical.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'd say yes and no. I watched like the whole thing and I'd say it was about like 50-50.
Okay.
Honestly. Like I think a lot of people would agree with you that it was mostly physical. I don't think it was mostly physical. I don't think the piss your pants challenge is a physical challenge.
I guess we can slide it towards 50-50, but it was still just like, it was obvious even with James Drake gas, because they did this final challenge like an hour minimum between the third place challenge.
Yeah, we'll put it into, they did the third place challenge, and then they started the final one, and then they gave them a night to sleep, and then they brought it back the next day on Monday. I think it was like in the afternoon or something like that, which was strange. I kind of expected them to be drilling these motherfuckers for like 24 hours like they were doing like the other seasons. Seasons 1 and 2 is mostly what I mean.
Yeah, it was very strange. Sometimes they were like, oh, the twins are combined score, and then other times they're like, twins are combined and then divided by 2.
Yeah, the scoring I thought was a little bit interesting, to say it as kindly as possible.
Yeah.
I thought the scoring was interesting at times. Like I thought that the twins should have won the rug burn challenge. Bingo's rug burn was like way worse.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I don't know. There's a couple challenges in there, and then I saw people bitching on fucking Twitter. I hate fish tank fans so much, Twitter. Especially the new ones.
I hate Twitter.com.
But
it's the worst.
So they on the first night of the final like set of challenges, build a table. And some motherfucker I saw was like, this is a stupid ass challenge. Why are they building a fucking table? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, they forced motherfuckers to build tables since season 1. I'm surprised we hadn't had one already.
Man, it's a classic.
Yeah,
just like poop your pants, pee your pants, man. Poop your pants, pee your pants was a high level too.
Yeah, every season they make somebody build a damn table. Like, I think they made Letty do it multiple times in season 1. I feel like there was more than one
I think
time
she
they
did
had
like
her build a
3
table.
separate table builds in the same season.
That sounds right to me. And then fucking season 2 had all carpentry challenges. There was obviously the shelf that they wanted. I think it was like either TJ or Shinji they taking it in season 2,
Yeah.
and then Jimmy and Brian somehow got pulled into it, and they built this shitty ass shelf, and Jimmy was saying that there's metal in the wood, just like a complete fucking idiot. Like, they gave him a hammer and nails, and they couldn't hammer the nail in, so Jimmy's like, there's metal in the wood. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I think even Ben says it in the clip. He just straight up says, what the fuck are you talking about? No, but I saw that guy, and I was like, you're a fucking dipshit. That made me mad when I saw that guy. I mean, I thought the challenges overall were pretty good. I liked most racist sentence.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty good concept.
I think I remember the Cucumber Feet guy that does the daily recaps. He had to censor every word. It's really funny because he was like, the most racist sentence challenge, and then you hear boop 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 boop, the boop 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 boop.
That rules. There was there's the graffiti challenge. I really fucked with the graffiti challenge. You know, I was pretty excited. I was like, hey, I would do really good at that challenge. And then there was also, they had like the most snot challenge, which was something I thought about like the morning of in the shower. I was like, what if they did like the biggest booger challenge or something? And then they came out and did that, and I was like, oh, close enough, you know?
Yeah. Oh, man. I just feel like, we can finally get to the main big finale, which was slime/goo wrestling.
Goo wrestling. My name's Bert, and I love making goo.
Can we should probably give context to the Goo Factory, because I don't think we really brought it up last week.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think we did either. No, there's the Goo Factory got opened up. I forget what day it was, but they brought in
Bert
from season 3, the creepy gay molester black guy that won season 3 somehow. And they put him in the Goo Lab, made him watch like a 25-minute AI instructional video on like safety protocols and shit for the Goo Room. They had it set up too, like Breaking Bad, like a meth lab, which I thought was pretty funny.
They forced Bashir in there so that the production could go faster.
The funniest thing was they didn't like force him in there. They didn't pull him aside and be like, hey, we need you to go to the Goo Room. What they did, they were like, we have a challenge, and the prize will be announced after the challenge. So Bashir won, and then they're like, all right, cool, you're coming in the Goo Room. You get to make goo with fucking Bert. And you could just, the second he walked in there, because Bashir already knew that Bert was there. He had heard him through the door, schizo ranting to TTS and shit. And you could just see how disappointed he was, because, you know, he's a Muslim. He's like very, you know, Muslims are sexually repressed, and they don't really care for gay stuff. Yeah. And just to see the disappointment on his face when he was like, fuck, I'm trapped in a room by myself with Bert. It was really funny. There was another scene too. I think it was later in the night, because I know during the afternoon they brought him in like a stack of fucking Papa John's pizzas, and everybody else in the house was pissed off that they didn't get one. Yeah. So they were all like banging on the door, and eventually they break the door down and start storming the Goo Room, and it was almost like a blink if you miss it moment. But the second that happened, Bashir fucking took a pizza. He clocked out because they had a clock that they had to do. He took a pizza, clocked out, and left to the arena so he could eat pizza and smoke cigars in silence.
And then
he was so fucking done. He was like, fuck this.
Then it was like day 28, like nighttime, somewhere in there. And Bashir's in the Goo Room with Bert. And the twins just want to be in there to make goo and have fun. So they try to open up the door. In the meantime, Landon, who was eliminated and he has come back at this point, was mogging the fuck out of Bashir to open the door. And James Drake also appeared to be in the doorway. And they pushed the door that was already broken off its hinges. and Bashir pushes the door back and smacks James Drake in the face with it.
Yeah, I saw that shit too. And people were saying it was Bashir's fault. Bashir was the aggressor, but it's like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think he meant to split James Drake's shit open with that door. But they did hit each other. They did throw punches at each other. Like James Drake, after he got hit with the door, like fucking smacked him or something. And Bashir, like, because Bashir's the fastest contestant we've ever had on the show. Dude has
very stealthy, bro. He's very good at what he does.
Yeah, he's like fast and he's quiet. And fucking, you see him just really fast, like fastest I've ever seen somebody move on the show. Just like real quick, just like knock Drake in the side of the face. And after that, they separated him. But I was like, damn, Bashir, fucking jihad up in this bitch. Oh my
god. But I think that was where everybody was like, oh, it's gotta be Bashir James Drake final. There's no way around it.
Yeah. No, I wanted a Bashir and James Drake final pretty badly.
But then we get back to the final day, final challenge, Goo Wrestling. It is a mix of James Drake versus the Twins in one final grapple, essentially.
Yep.
And it takes like 20 to 40, I heard, minutes. But James Drake makes Bingo tap, and then right after Bongo tapped.
Yeah. Well, like, the thing is, like, you gotta, no matter how, like, what you think of the finale, you gotta, like, sit there and be like, man, the Twins was like they weren't tapping until they were almost passing out from the damn chokeholds. Like,
they were like the super fucking out of it. They were so pissed.
There's the image of James Drake like holding them both in a headlock, and somebody reposted that old ass image of Sam Hyde where like he's at like a bar or a club or something, and he's got like he's doing the same thing basically to two like random women at the bar. And it reminded me of that image because like somebody had posted it, and I was like, man, dude, fucking art represents life, I guess. You know. But no, I was slightly disappointed when the Twins lost. Obviously, they had a bit of a crash out and stuff.
And I understood the emotions there a lot more than the previous Bongo emotional breakouts.
Yeah, definitely.
And it really did make me kind of like, oh shit. Well, I'm glad the Twins made it that far. They were forced to shave their head just like James Drake. And
no, that was voluntary. They did that on their own.
Oh, I thought it was a part of one of the micro challenges, like who can sacrifice the most hair or something.
It was one of the challenges, but like by no means did they have to do that in the same way. Like in season 2, they were like, Taylor, you're going home if you don't shave your fucking head, and it's going to be Shinji versus TJ. She was like, fuck, made it this far, you know? Like, she was kind of, I wouldn't say she was forced, but she was definitely, like, more forced than the Twins were, you know, in that context. I didn't expect them to fucking shave their heads, though. I did not expect that. But then they pulled through straight up, and they ended up winning that one, and I thought it was pretty sick.
I just know a lot of people are giving it backlash because James Drake is like twice the size of Bingo. And they were saying that it was practically just like literally abusing a contestant to win.
Yeah, I don't know if I quite follow that line of thinking personally. I mean, you're on a show where people are throwing shit and piss at each other, like, come on. You know, like, what do you, like, what more do you expect? They did not, listen, Bert and Bashir and the Twins and Dunye did not make all that goo with their blood, sweat, and tears just to have it not go to waste on fucking Goo Wrestling, okay? I'm going to put that out there right now.
Yeah. Also, another thing I saw was before. I know we're jumping around the timeline, especially me, but before the third place fight and watermelon excursion, there was an option given to Bingo and Bongo to extend the show a couple days, and they said no. Week.
Well, initially, they asked Bongo, and Bongo said it extend it by 3 days. But they gave her like up to a week, and she said 3 days. And then what ended up happening is production was like, actually, never mind, we're not extending the season.
I don't know how they would fill it unless they actually, and this is a transition to a different part of this, unless they brought in Frank Castle. I don't think extending it would make any other sense unless they added him in.
Yeah, well, I saw, I guess, that they kind of ghosted, and Frank actually hit them up because he heard that they were filming in Atlanta, and Frank is from Atlanta. That's where he lives. And Frank, I guess, was like messaging them, and they like was saying like, hey, you know, I know you guys are in Atlanta, you know, we should hang out, get some drinks or some shit. And they just ghosted him. And he was asking about the show, like, hey, am I going to be on the show? Because like there's preparation he has to do. There's actual preparation aside from just sitting down and watching a live stream that he has to do to like really get down to like what really pisses the contestants off mostly. And I guess he had started doing that. He like messaged their manager, and like they just kind of ghosted him. And I guess this kind of a similar thing happened with Airsoft Fatty. I guess they had messaged him like, hey man, you know, we're gonna have you on the show, we're gonna fly you out on this date. And then like 24 hours before they were gonna fly him out there, like, actually, we don't need you. And I'm like, I don't know, I think that kind of sucks, because I feel like Frank and Fatty are both like, they're both like staple freeloaders. Like they're freeloaders that I like to see every season, you know. Like I understand that production probably wants to shake things up, but like I feel like for the long time fans, guys like me that have been watching since like day 0 season 1, I would like some level of consistency, you know. Like I like seeing familiar faces. I don't like seeing too many at the same time. But I like the like consistent, like, hey, Frank's gonna come in and fuck with these people. Fatty's gonna come in and fuck with people when there's downtime and tell them that they suck and tell them that they're not being entertaining and like rage bait the fuck out of them. Like,
I would have loved for like Oddbod.
That shit's funny.
I would have loved for Oddbod to come back too.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, shit, man, if we had Oddbod back, that would be fucking awesome. Like I liked him on the show.
But yeah, instead we get none of those three. And it just kind of feels like it was more flattened out of a season, you know? Like, they could have done more with what they had, and they could have broken up the quote-unquote family tank a lot sooner.
Yes, I agree. I think they should have done Dorm Wars like maybe a week or two sooner than they did. No, you're right. That was something I actually thought about when they were like, all right, we're doing Dorm Wars. I was like, shouldn't this have been done like a week ago? Really, like, make these guys hate each other a little more.
Instead, it's we're best friends tank with Emma there still. And I was like, why? Yeah. With JD there still, why? You know, it just kind of felt weird.
Well, yeah, and having like JD and them motherfuckers there for Dorm Wars would have been pretty cool. I mean, I know Emma was kind of boring and shit, but I feel like I would have liked to see her there at the bare minimum, you know. I kind of liked JD as a contestant. I mean, he took a lot of the shit he got on the fucking chin, and I was disappointed because he there's a conspiracy he walked kind of voluntarily. The chick on the robot was not his actual girlfriend, but like a Discord friend of his. So he was kind of like have an out.
He was kind of like trying to Alex B it a little from season 3, and it wasn't as dramatic or impactful because it was so early.
Yeah, and like I don't know, I liked seeing JD. I thought he was a pretty good competitor. Honest to
Yeah.
God, I did.
Yeah. I
So
thought he
like
had a lot of good, like, mental awareness of what was going on.
yeah, like, and I feel like my ideal Final Four for season 5, like doing challenges and shit, would have been Bashir,
Mm.
James Drake, the
Mm.
twins, and JD.
Mm.
That I feel like that would have been a pretty good fight right
Yeah.
there.
Like, all Landon did was pretty much poke fun at the show.
He mogged.
Yeah,
He mogged
but
everybody.
at the same time, if you have a integral person who just pokes at the show all the time, the show falls off. You know,
I don't
because
think so. I
because
liked
you're
seeing that shit.
criticizing yourself. It's not really a meta thing. It's just
Landon's
bashing the
autistic.
show.
Landon's autistic as fuck. I don't think he knows meta concepts.
Mm.
I think he just would get drunk and just fuck with production. And then when they get tired of his shit, he'd have to like shift his attention to like Bashir or whatever.
Mm.
That's what I think. I think he just is like, I think he's like a video game aggro's whatever's closest to him or something.
He gets fucking aggro. That's an awesome statement there.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, when I was done watching on that final day, I did put in the message that I regretted immediately, and I deleted it, that I put season 5 over 1 and 3, and I don't think it's anywhere close to that.
No.
So I quickly deleted that, and I was like, I'm not pissing off Shane with that message. I'm gonna fucking throw that shit in the trash as quick as I can.
You wouldn't have pissed me off with that. More so, I would have been like, "You're wrong. That's not true."
Yeah,
just factually, that's wrong. This
honestly, I think in retrospect, it should have been 2, 3, 1, 5, 4, because 4 is like a half.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. I would say I wouldn't have any complaints with that. Even if somebody put season 3 as number 1, and like, you know, it's like seasons 1, 2, and 3 are like the top 3 seasons.
Yeah,
I mean, easily those are the best ones.
5 just feels like it's really watered down, and it's a little stretched out for time. And I think the swap of service to Kick after YouTube kind of killed the outside website stretch of it.
I would partially agree with that. I think we also had a lot of new viewers watching specifically on Kick. I started watching on Kick for like the first week or two, and then I found out that Microsoft Edge on my Xbox.
Yeah.
The Fish Tank website is surprisingly like well optimized for Microsoft Edge. I thought it was going to be shitty and unusable, but it was pretty cool. I mean, like it worked like it should. You could actually flip through the different channels with the D-pad on the controller, which was pretty nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, no, it was great. So I kind of just ended up watching, you know, Fish Tank on my TV off the website. I also learned if you go to classic.fishtank.live, you get the classic season 1, season 2 interface.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is pretty nice. I watched it on there a couple times.
That's not a bad trade-off there. I won't lie. Especially since Kick has ads. If you're watching from the website, you get no ads.
Yeah, no, that's very true. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a pretty all right season. I think definitely the contestants were a highlight. I liked watching them interact, and I liked watching them do shit. I guess I watched a couple clips from a stream that Bashir did on Kick last night, and
yeah,
I guess he was talking to Binks after he was off the show, and Binks told him that she was going to ally with him, and she was allied with him, until she realized that Fort Drake had like a bunch of piss and shit nukes, and immediately she was like, "Sorry, dude, fuck that."
That's good. That's good strats there. That's like, good strats.
Honestly, I can't blame her. I really can't fucking blame her, dude. That's funny.
I think they kind of relied on season 3 people a little too much for content. But I understand because some of the people in season 5 are very quiet all the time. So you kind of need to fill the content gap. That's why like Alex B was there. That's why Bert was there. That's why about 20% of what Binks was doing was there.
Yeah, well, they could have brought in fucking Airsoft Fatty to do that, because I feel like he's the best at it.
Yeah.
Like, there could be nothing going on. Like, I remember specifically season 1. Before, I think it was like right before Airsoft Fatty came in, they kind of, because I think it was like right after the camping challenge, I want to say, if I'm remembering right. And there was kind of a low point because all the fish were exhausted from the camping challenge. And they brought in Airsoft Fatty, and immediately it was like, oh, the show's so back. We're so back. This guy's fucking annoying the shit out of the fish, talking about, like, Olive the other reindeer, which is something he actually did. He sat there and explained the plot to, like, the room about Olive the other reindeer, a TV-only Christmas movie that aired on Cartoon Network that I remember watching one time in, like, 2009 or some shit. So, like, I don't know, shit like that is, I think it would have helped a lot with the downtime. Because there was a fair amount of fucking downtime this season where I was just like, yeah, I'll check back in an hour, you know?
I just feel like they relied on Alex B a lot in that middle section. And
they did.
And I think it makes sense to cut him out when they did, so that they could actually have the other people on the show on camera.
Yeah, well, it was like I enjoyed watching them fuck with Alex B. It's like, it's awesome whenever they do that. But I do kind of agree. I wish Alex B wasn't such a fucking crackhead that he fucking just, like, literally they'd be like it was when the first day he fucking came in, they're like, Alex B, let's give you a tour of the house. And it took him like 15-20 minutes just to get him out of the bar because he was fucking bitching at TTS and shit.
He would do the Bert thing of reacting to every TTS about him.
Yeah, and I mean the fact it's so easy to get him but by just saying, like, I want to fuck your monkeys, that's like perfect.
It's just like, still, I think they use season 3 people too much. Even if Bert was nerfed down a lot, I still think he was overused too.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Bert did a pretty good job overall. He did his job. He did his job better than Alex B was supposed to do Alex B's job. So there's that. But I would have liked to see. I would have liked to see some, like, older faces come on. Also, just a real quick thing. Frank Hassel made his own Landon Cleaning It Up song, but it's about fucking Alex B's monkey Benji. I saw him singing it on stream, and it was pretty fucking funny.
Speaking of Frank again, there was a clip that I sent in to the chat the other day. Well, not even the other day, literally earlier today.
Yeah.
Where he was pretty clean on saying, hey, me and Fatty made the fucking show.
Yeah,
so
that's kind of where I was getting at.
So to have us not there is killing the show. And I was like, ooh, that's not a good look.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I would have liked to see them there, but it is what it is. I did like seeing Blaine come back on the last day. Yeah. He really didn't do a whole lot, but just him being there, and the fact he brought his mom with him, that's fucking good. I've always wanted that for the show, is to bring on a contestant's parent as, like, a freeloader to, like, fuck with them, and, like, you know, if they're, like, yelling the N-word at TTS, their parents would probably get really fucking... Yeah, they'd get really fucking pissed at them, so it creates this, like, weird moral dilemma. Yeah, no, Blaine was a fucking highlight of season 5, I think, as a freeloader. Like,
I like his attitude towards everything he did.
Yeah, well, he would, like, crash out so much. It was so awesome. I loved watching him fucking crash the fuck out.
Yeah. But now the rumors are swirling that since they have hung out with Ice Poseidon's girlfriend for a day straight, there may be kick tank as the next show idea, which would be a bunch of Kick streamers in a house.
I don't think it's really a show idea, more or less just some shit people are complaining about, like, oh, this isn't fucking Fish Tank anymore. This is fucking Kick Tank. This is gay. Like, I don't know, dude. We'll see if they do season 6. We'll fucking see what happens.
Can you imagine I saw Burger Planet in the house?
Ooh. Burger Planet would get mogged by Landon so hard, dude. A tiger would mog the fuck out of that ginger.
Such a good clip. It'd be a very good clip.
Yeah. No, Landon was probably a highlight too. Big time highlight. Like I said, he would just get drunk and mog production, and then they'd get tired of his shit, tell him to fuck off, and then he'd start mogging the other contestants. But he had this thing where production would tell him, like, hey, can you go mog this person? He'll go, and he was like, yeah, I can go mog them. And he'd go out and he'd mog the fuck out of them, and then he'd walk away and say, mog complete. Like, that's a great bit, dude. I say that shit whenever I'm like, my cats are pissing me off and I feel the need to them, I always say mog complete now. And I replace their names in the Landon Clean It Up song.
Carmela, clean it up.
Yeah, hey little buddy, how's it going today? Milo is your name. I don't know if they like it or not, but it's there.
Finally, to cut into a different topic, but it's still on kick.com. Clavicular had a overdose scare, allegedly. He was in like a hotel lobby and he huffed something, and then like 20 minutes later he's as stiff as a board on the ground.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw somebody said that he probably took like GHB and that it was in that 5-hour energy shot. I don't know if.
Yeah. You did freeze up for a second, but it should clear up, I would think.
If you saw.
There you go.
Anyway, what I was saying is people were speculating that there is GHB in that bottle of 5-hour energy, which is a popular party drug. It's a popular club drug, and the guys going to the club all the fucking time.
Follow up. Same day, pretty much. Androgenic, the British clavicular, who is obviously balding, he got banned for pushing a lady over in an argument very aggressively. And
well,
Kick said,
fucking deserve it?
And Kick said, "Oh, we don't like that. We don't like that." So they banned him.
Damn, you should do a Logan Paul apology video. Similar to wearing the fucking stupid hat that he wore in the Suicide Forest.
Yeah, I was going to say he should do a fucking forest video.
Yeah, Suicide Forest video, definitely.
Is that a fucking body over there? And he's just pointing up behind him.
Yeah, no, it's him and Clavicular taking Adderall and GHB, and they go deep in the Suicide Forest. Dude, that's got to be a nightmare in there on drugs, dude. Yeah. That's got to be a nightmare zone. You pop a tab of acid, go for a hike in the Suicide Forest, dude. Fuck that.
There is WrestleMania this weekend, but weirdly, I am not very interested in WrestleMania this weekend.
Not feeling very WrestleManic?
Yeah, my WrestleMania is a little low this year.
Are you on medication for the mania?
I think that's why. Yeah. I think that's why my excitement's so nerfed, is because I'm on medication for it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, there's not a lot of craziness going on besides I Show Speed and Logan Paul teaming up in a match.
Oh, are they going to fight or something?
They're going to fight another team.
For WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Damn, okay. Wow. Are they gonna fight the Costco guys or something?
No.
And the Rizzler?
No, those guys are in the other company.
What the fuck?
But they are facing the Usos, who are a very acclaimed wrestling tag team. And outside of that, all the other matches are kind of bland. There's not a lot of substance. There's not a lot of creative writing. I told my mom earlier today about the main event. Cody Rhodes is a privileged white boy who keeps winning the title over and over and over. He wears suits. He has a neck tattoo. He dyes his hair blonde. So he's pretty much not Peacemaker. The fucking guy from The Boys that I forget the name of. Homelander. But the thing is, he's a good guy. Every single part of him is presented in a bad guy way, but he's a good guy.
So he's a Homelander.
Yes, but he's a good guy.
No, Homelander's a good guy, dude. What are you talking about? Come on.
And then
he's a great guy.
He's facing Randy Orton, who is supposed to be the bad guy, but he has friends that he's made throughout the business, and he's been very confident on the microphone, but they're trying to say he's the bad guy when he's presenting himself as a good guy. And it's like, dude, if you can't obviously do a double cross with these guys and have Cody Rhodes as a bad guy and Randy Orton as the good guy, but at the end of the night, then you fucked it up. That's literally how it looks, is that you just need to flip it. You know? But they haven't written wrestling good in like a year, so it's really tough. It's really tough for me to care. The last thing I really wanted to watch was Cena's retirement match and also AJ Styles' retirement match. So I did watch one match this year with all the purpose of I want to see it.
John Cena.
But that's it.
You got to see me.
I've only seen one wrestling event this year. Over streaming or whatever, and that's it.
Damn, it's gay.
Yeah, it is kind of gay.
That's gay.
Yeah.
That's gay.
By the way, you're gay. By
the way, you're gay, and what you just said is gay. So yeah.
Also, FYI, what you're thinking, gay.
Yeah.
You just lost the gay.
Yeah, the police were outside earlier.
Yeah?
Like some hours in front of my house. And I'm like, fucking, I hope that ain't for me.
I'm hoping that drug dog ain't for my weed up here. I don't want that
ain't
shit.
For me. I was like, shit. But no, I don't think it ended up being for me. I figured if it was, they would have knocked on my door or rung the doorbell. Because last time a cop showed up unannounced, that's what he did. Is he banged on the door, rang the doorbell, and I had to put pants on. So
I had to fucking put pants on.
I had to put pants on, and
man,
fucking. I was like, and he was banging on my door some more. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Who's fucking knocking on my door? This is fucking annoying.
Who's knocking on my door?
And I opened it up, and it was a police officer, and I was like, can I help you? I had a sweatshirt on. I had a gun tucked. I told this story on the show. I might have told this story on the show, but I had a gun tucked in my fucking hoodie pocket. And it was for something completely unrelated to me. And it ended up getting resolved, but still, that was not the coolest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like when the police come around. I'm not like one of those like people that are like, oh, ACAB, I don't like the police. I have a gender. No, I definitely don't like those. Whoops. I should not have said that.
Let's see here. 49 minutes. I will write a note somewhere.
Those friendly people. That's what I said.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Those
I'm
friendly
writing
people
that down.
is. You know what I mean? The friendly people is.
Yeah, dude. Peoples. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's what I said.
What else here for this week? I had some weather damage yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
A big old storm headed through, and it had like 60-mile-per-hour gusts, and rain was all over the place. And I'm gonna be quiet because I don't know if I should be saying this bit, but a part of the roof got torn upward, so it was at a 90-degree angle.
What the
just
hell?
hanging out. So we went out of our way to repair that today, and by we I mean my mom did. I was just holding the ladder like a good little fella. But it did get repaired. Outside of that, honestly, not a lot of damages. Outside of an umbrella imploding from our table, that was about it.
Yeah, we had some storms come through here, but I don't think they're as bad as that. They're actually kind of nice, if I'm being completely honest.
Does it feel like that one song that's like, feel the rain on your skin? No one else
basically.
can do it for you. No one else can. Forget all the lyrics, but
feel the spit on my dick. She's sitting on my shit, giving me some head, sucking my dick again. Yeah, dude, that's a good one.
I started playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 again.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 Part 2, Gameplay 2.
I got to a part where I just got royally fucked up like 3 months ago at this point, where I sped through the first map of the game without leveling properly. And then I tried to advance to the next map of the game, which would be where literally all the content is.
Yeah.
And I just got fucking destroyed in the mission to get there.
Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I got fucking like sliced into like 18 times in a row or something. And I was like, all right, I'm going to start from a previous save. Guess how long ago that save was?
A day ago, day and a half,
fucking
2 days, a week,
18 hours before this mission.
Oh, well, that's great.
So I have to play 18 more hours of the introductory part of this game to then get my ass kicked again and hopefully survive through the whole fucking mission to get to the next map.
Yeah, with it being the introductory part, I think I probably would have just deleted my save and been like, I'll come back to this one in 6 months.
I think that's why I took time off. I took literally like 3 months to reevaluate and be like, why did I fucking suck at this game? What did I do to get bullied like this? Why is this game like this? So now I only have like 7 missions to do outside of the main one, and hopefully I'm level like 14 by then, so I can actually do shit. Right now I'm level 10.
Do shit. Man, I'm just trying to do some shit right now.
Man, shut your shit. Shut your shit.
Man, I'm on God, I'm just trying to do some shit right now. Not saying, man, shit.
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
I do have a security shift tomorrow. So there's a high chance that I am just not even going to touch the game.
I'm not going to make it home.
Yeah, I'm going to live in a town one town over from where I live, and I'm just going to sleep in my car tomorrow. That might be the only plan of action.
Yeah, pass out drunk in your car in a Walmart parking lot. the open container of Jack Daniels next to you in the car running.
Ideal white man experience right there. I won't lie.
Yeah, dude. That's how Bon Scott went out, dude. Backseat of a car parked on the street, half drank or open container of Jack Daniels, threw up in his own mouth and choked to death and died. That's a man's way of going out right there. Alcohol overdose.
Would you say the other, like, opposite of that would be how Elvis died?
I would say it would be the opposite, but it'd definitely be adjacent to how Bon Scott died.
Because if I remember right, Elvis took a bunch of drugs and cigarettes and peanut butter and meat sandwiches and just like filled his arteries to a point where he just died on his toilet.
Well, he was also fucking eating painkillers like Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Like, that dude loved his fucking Valiums and shit. I thought that would have been a good challenge for Fish Tank. Was the
Fish
morning...
Tank challenge, be Elvis.
Yeah, be Elvis. No, I would have liked them to do the do like a morning glory roll challenge, like the one that Elvis. I think he like flew from like California to like Colorado or some shit just to like eat 100 fucking giant ass peanut butter and bacon sandwiches or whatever with his buddies. Which I learned today that him having that feast is like $20,000 or some shit in today's money. So he spent 20 grand to eat some goddamn sandwiches.
Hell yeah, dude. Honestly,
but they should do that one. That would be a good challenge, especially because they had the Elvis impersonators on. Do that challenge then.
Or if they have to move the house to like Philadelphia, do a cheesesteak challenge.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Eat like
too.
As many cheesesteaks as you can, and if you throw up one, you're eliminated.
Yeah, I found this local restaurant that I hadn't tried yet, so I ordered some DoorDash from him, and I got Philly steak fries. It was like loaded fries with Philly steak shit on it. That shit was good, dude. That was some good fucking food. I want to go back there again. I want to actually go in person and sit down to eat, but it was really fucking good. They have other stuff on the menu that I want to try, but those fries sold me, bro.
I had the world's most expensive water on Saturday. I was working and I had to get water on my break. I guess how fucking much that shit was, man.
$18.
$9.50, bro.
Well, what the fuck? Does it suck your dick too? Jesus. What the fuck?
No.
It better be for that fucking price point.
But you know, I got a burger for like $5, so it equals out.
Damn, you spent like $14 on a burger and water. The fact the burger is less money, that's insane.
Yeah, well, I get an employee discount now because I'm hired by the stadium.
But they didn't discount the water?
No.
What? That's a human resource. What the fuck?
But
you can find that shit in the woods.
But I believe that's the end of this week's Northwest Trenches. We can talk about food more next week.
Northwest Trenches, the German Workers' Party podcast. No, not really. I think that was actually what the Nazi Party was called, so I probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
anyway, bye,
we'll
guys.
See you guys next time.
I'm JD, I'm gay. You love that, I'm gay. I love boys all day.